Hey everybody, I have a genuine question. These are for people who are in the real estate market in Jamaica, or if you purchase houses in Jamaica, or if you're planning to purchase houses in Jamaica. I have a question. Who prices this stuff in Jamaica? I mean, if you leave it up to a homeowner, they're going to say, yes, I want $50 million for my house, or I want $100 million for my house. But I've seen apartments where people were saying this apartment, they're selling it for $50 million. And it would be a one bedroom. Or if it's like a bigger bedroom, there'll be like maybe like a 3 bedroom in a high rise. That apartment is $150 million or $100 million. Who's first of all, who's buying that? Second of all, in terms of real estate, it's really on par with buying a house maybe somewhere in New York City. So I have a question. Who's pricing it and why the price?
Hello everyone, welcome back to Edwin's commentary. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, please remember to subscribe, like, and also comment. Today we are talking about something very important. Jamaica is a beautiful country with amazing people, rich culture, and talented youth, but behind all of that there are something serious problems that many people believe are not getting enough attention. These challenges affect schools, jobs, farming, and even the cost of housing. If these problems continue, they could have a big impact on Jamaica future. Let's take a closer look, then I will come back with more comments.
Jamaica, Jamaica, Jamaica. I just want to let you know, because I think you know already, but I just want to bring more attention to what is happening to the children in our school systems.
And if you get sick in Jamaica right now and you don't have any money, dog, yam your supper. Because these people don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about people's lives. So make sure, say, you have up your money.
It's so hard to get a job in Jamaica, right? Yeah, we apply to all 10 jobs and not one reach out. You me attack, you. But see, for me, I wrote down every single job I applied to. And it summed up to about 50, 56. Can you imagine 56 jobs me applied to and not one? Guys, I have an associate's degree and I have one bachelor's degree. I am currently doing my bachelor's degree right now. I'm on my last lap. And right now I feel like give up because guess what? I put in so much work I try to apply for at least one entry-level job, but they say, oh, you need 100 years experience. You see me? 100 years experience I need. I want entry level. That makes sense? I mean, how me I go gain experience if me not get the work? I want entry level job, bro. It just don't make no sense. We know people who have 3 or 4 degree and I apply to how much are jobs and can't get one. Can't get one. I mean, understand, see, at the bottom, it usually say, yo, at the job listing, it usually say, only shortlisted people will be contacted. But brother, at least tell me, say, sorry, you have not met the criteria. At least, brother, me write down the amount of job me apply to between this span of last year and this year. And guess what? Not one reach out to me. Guys, me just can't understand this. Me can't understand this, brother. Me have one engineer degree and me currently I do an IT degree. And not one can reach out to me, brother. Sometimes I feel like the system just rigged. Them just know the people them who they want to choose to get the job long time, like years before they put out job listing. Me not understand this, bro. Guys, let me know if it makes sense. We finish the degree or continue it. Because me know when me done the degree, I'm ready for actually put in twice the amount of work I did I put in while doing the degree. We can't get no job. Now tell me if it makes sense. Tell me if it makes sense. Tell me if it makes sense. And I see how much, you know, much college students are left school now, and university students, UE, UTech, UCC, Mobicom C, all of the other colleges, probably over 2,000. And probably out of the 2,000, only 2 can get job. That makes sense? We can't understand this.
Jamaica, Jamaica, Jamaica. I just want to let you know, because I think you know already, but I just want to bring more attention to what is happening to the children in our school systems. What is happening, what is taking place is very alarming. And yes, if we don't address it, Almighty God, may Jesus have mercy upon we. Because What is taking place in the school system? I know one normal something. I don't think it normal, but it don't normal. My best friend and I went into a specific school today, a high school, and I'm telling you, tears. My best friend teared up today, and tears come after me. I actually kind of used to it, and it's sad to say, you know, I can't even say that I'm used to it, but I see it. I've been seeing it. What is happening among our children? I don't know, normal. We sat today, or we stood rather today, and we walked and we saw every child, every boy child, especially that passed us today, they looked similar. They look similar in walking. They look similar in demeanor. They look similar in dress, and it never look good. Everybody has swag. Everybody them pants jep at them waist. God bless if you were past us today whose pants were on their waist in the school system. Everybody had a kerchief wrapped somewhere. For you see picking at them in a school, guys. For you see the picking at them, the children them we are got school where we say they are the nation's future. If future not look good. And let me tell you something. They are being heavily influenced by the negativity around them. You see this scamming mentality that is taking over Jamaica. We don't see that it is creeping into schools, and the children are looking up to these negative role models. When the children, the boys passed us today and they had their gun fingers, I don't know what I mean. Them a walk past and their fingers were cocked at a specific way, like they're handling guns. And peradventure, they're not handling guns, but the negative influence around them is so great, and they don't know how to resist it. The darkness is so great around them, they don't know how to resist this. For you see the boy them, for you see them from young to old. We stopped 2 boys today. They were in about seventh form, and they were just rocking like the bad man swag. And their pants were, one of them pants couldn't lock to how he depend feet in waist and a schoolie in there. And we stopped them, and I said to one, "You're so handsome." And then I turned around and saw the other, and I said, "You both are so handsome." And my friend and I were there encouraging them and telling them that they need to lift up their heads and they don't need to look like the older boys. For you see the older boy picking them in a school system. For you see the boy them how them beard up and then look like criminals. God Almighty. I am calling on the Ministry of Education. I don't know what una go do, but what una do right now, it is not helping in our function well. I am calling on the churches of Jamaica who no need to get up and come out and go in a school system, because me I tell you say in there look dark. In there look dark. The children are being influenced. The future no look good. When you ask the boys what they want to be when they grow up, they say one entrepreneur. And I keep saying I was saying, reasoning with my best friend, I said, what do they mean entrepreneur? What is this entrepreneur? Because when you venture to question them further, they don't understand what they're talking about. They don't know where they talk say. They don't know what it need to get to entrepreneurship. But then along the way, because I realized that the answers were becoming similar, along the way, I recognized that this is not the entrepreneur who we used to. The thing that is catching them is that they don't want to work. They say they don't want to work for anybody, but they don't know how to explain that. But they don't want to work. And when we reason, I say entrepreneur. Oh, a chopper they mean. Entrepreneur. They don't want to work. That's where their mindset is. They don't want to work. And they've been seeing these men in the society, little boys who just left high school. I drive Benz, I drive GLE, I drive all sorts of something, and they've never worked. And that to them is an entrepreneur. They don't know what we mean. It's not the same entrepreneur that we learned about in high school. And I see them think them a reference. Ask them. Stop a boy today and ask him or tomorrow what he wants to be, and you hear him say entrepreneur. One boy amazed us. One boy. amazed us because he had a vision for his life. He said he wanted to be an accountant. He said he had a skill already because his father is a mechanic and he is has learned the trade, and he wants to advance his father's business, so he wants to become an accountant. That's the only boy today who understood what he wanted to be, who knew how to articulate what he was thinking. Everybody else looked like Chopper in high school. I mean, not go joke. Me not exaggerate. It was so sad today. Tears came to our eyes. It was so sad today to see the little boy from grade 7 up to grade 11, how they were walking, how they looked. Their pants were at their buttocks in a school system. Their fingers were cocked as if they're holding guns. The kerchief wrapped around them in the school system. Guys, the future look dark. The future look dark, and when you leave from Kingston schools and you go to Clarendon schools and you go to Westmoreland schools and you go to all these schools, you see a similar trend. You see the walk looks the same. You see the talk looks the same. You see the demeanor looks the same. And I'm not cute. I was calling my nephew the other day because him take up for him good school pants, go take it in, because there's a look, there's a swag that everybody's running down, and it look cute. And I said to him, the little nerd boy when me used to from primary school, where's that little boy? He said, if a nerd me want him become. And I said to him, at least, I said, do you know what a nerd is associated with? A book. Book is what nerd is associated with. Them a boy picking here especially. And then you have the girls following the boy picking them in the school system, like when you're in a community and you see the Dan have a bag of yes men and yes women around them. I saw you looking at school system today, guys. I mean, not exaggerate. I saw you looking at system. It not look good. Ministry of Education, it not look good in there. Educators, it not look good in there. Be careful of who una call for come public speak to the children in the school system, because when they look at these lives, they never work a day in their life, but them a drive big fancy car and they don't have businesses and they don't have organizations. Where them a get this money from? Be careful. Be careful. Churches of Jamaica una need to get up. God Almighty, me I tell you, say look dark in there. It look parents, you need to get a better hold on the children. Day before yesterday, we saw some children in a particular place and they not turn good. Who no cock up with man, who no have cliff run, Lord God Almighty, Jamaica, who no see. Jamaica, who no see what go on, we do not picking them. Who no see. I'm not sit down every day. I'm not laugh. And don't you see that the enemy is so strategic, because he's placing and he's strategically placing a male in every household that does chopping now. Look and see if you don't see what going on. So there is a negative influence right now in every household, and I'm not just the chopping mentality me I talk about. It's the lazy mentality where picking them not know where they want to be in life. They picking them not have a vision for themselves. They picking them not aspire for not. They're lazy. All them a go to school go do a chat to them friend and name on lunch money. God bless if the minority will understand what this life is about, understand what they want to be. Jamaica, we're in a very dark place. Because the children them no look good. When you see out on the yard wagwan, the children them no look good, the system no look good. Rise up and take action, else we are go suffer. We are go suffer.
Why is it?
Jamaica, I go tell you this, brace on yourself here. See the Cuban them gone home here now. Health center full already, and the two little nurse them are down here. Them can't manage, and the whole of the Cuban them a pack up and go home. This is prosperity, so just on selfie prosperity. You know normal Jamaica right now. You know normal. Remember me tell you that, I don't care what nobody wants. We need government to have backbone. We don't want a jelly back government. Remember that.
Mr. Fly Green, Prime Minister Andrew Honest, Mr. Agriculture and Rather. Right in Gino, Doncaster, St. Elizabeth, we have Mr. Stewart right now in his tomato farm right here in St. Elizabeth right now. There has to be some level of solution towards this sort of problem that we have in Jamaica now. First it was cucumber, now we have a crisis with tomato right now. The farmers have the produce, the ministry, the minister, the government is asking the farmers to go into production. And when the farmers go into production, we realize it's a recurring problem in Jamaica over and over and over the years. We have been facing this problem. Look at this tomato tree right here. Jamaica. Me not never go talk. I can see for myself. Look tomato. I can roughly count. Why? About 300 tomato. Yeah. If I not more. In this one little spot. Look here. Look here. Yeah. Look at this. And the amount that is under the tree there is like grape. Look at the other tree here right there. It's no exaggeration. Look here. Look at the quality of the tomatoes under here. Look. Look at this. Look tomato. Right now the farmers are at a level of frustration right now that the government have to try to bring some serious measures in place. Look there. Because these things cannot continue. Look, no market. Don't matter where over the island we check. Oh, look at the quality. Look at my hands. Because my hands are not small. And look at my hands. And look at the size of the tomato them. Right here that we're looking at. Look. No man, there has to be some. Look here, so again. Watch him. Look tomato. Look tomato. Yeah? Jamaica and I don't make up store businesses. Look tomato. Look here. Look tomato. No man. Look here, look tomato, look. Man said the tomato beer till it can't. It's difficult to explain. And the farmers are doing their part. You understand me? I constantly see Minister Fly Green going on the platform and in the media and glorifying, praising the reduction in the cost of ground provision. But Minister Green, with this is an unsustainable approach that the farmers are in right now. Because how much farmers can be sustaining their crops, sustaining themselves and their families with this type of crisis that we're in. First it was cucumber, then watermelon took the same down peak as well. Now it's tomato, scotch bonnet, same thing. There's so much things. The farmers are exhausted right now because they don't know what to plant. You understand me? Look. You understand me? So I think it's more than appropriate for Minister Green to have some town hall meetings in Clarendon, St. Elizabeth, Manchester and St. Catherine, all these parishes sent and try to see how best we can come up with some solution. Because if this is going to continue in Jamaica, what you're going to realize, people are going to stop the farming. And we have to resort back to the full 100% importation. And that only means that we're going to get substandard ground provision, vegetables and stuff like that, substandard. Because we're not getting grade A products here in Jamaica, not even grade B. You understand me? Yes, and it's a long time in storage. And if we can get the fresh things from here in Jamaica, we have to try and come up with some solution, man. We cannot be looking at these things and putting a blind eye to it. It doesn't make any sense. You understand me? The farmers are frustrated right now, really frustrated. Even myself as a farmer. Really, really frustrated. You understand me? We're not complaining. You understand me? Because most of these farmers that you see in St. Elizabeth here, from Melissa Blue, not even a pack of seed nor a bag of fertilizer they don't get, and they're not complaining. You understand me? They try and come back, rebound, you know, trying to build some sort of level of sustenance for them and their families. But with this, people can continue. And under this type of situation right now. You understand me? So yes, Mr. Prime Minister and Minister of Agriculture, something has to be done, sir. You understand me? Right now, the farmers are at a breaking point right now. Real breaking point. You understand me? From the massive losses from Hurricane Melissa, we know that nobody cannot do anything about that aspect of it, because that is a natural occurrence. But this that we're seeing now, there are solutions for this problem. This is tomato. Tomato can make ketchup. Tomato can make tomato paste. So that there's a lot of things that tomato can do. You understand me? There's a lot of value added things that tomato you know, can help to boost our production in those aspects, like in the manufacturing industry. Why are some avenues or some linkages are not being created for us or for the farmers and cold storage storage facilities, you know, to be promoted to the farmers? So these things are necessary. You understand me? This is a man-made disaster we're seeing now. Melissa was a natural disaster. This that we're seeing now is a man-made disaster. You understand me? So coexistence is necessary. You understand me? Communication is necessary. It's not only good to go and tell end users, consumers, that prices are going down. Prices are going down, but at other people's expense. You understand me? What the sense? We look for one sided aspect of society, because so the people that are supposed to be creating the consistency for us to be consistently getting these items here locally, they're the ones that are suffering. So all of these things that you're seeing now is a short-term thing. You understand me? And this will definitely affect our foreign currency, definitely. You understand me? And our balance of trade. You understand me? With this situation, we're definitely looking at trade deficit. You understand me, sir? That's all I have to say. I hope this reach the necessary people. You understand me? Although we try to reach out many times to the necessary people, but nobody seems to be listening. You understand me? So the next step is for farmers to just pack up and just stop the farming and probably leave Jamaica and go other countries where people appreciate them. You understand me? Because farmers in Jamaica are not appreciated, and a full time now a stop put to it. Yeah, man.
Jamaica's housing prices are getting ridiculous, and then on top of that, they're putting all the prices in USD to make it not seem so bad, but it's literally horrible. Like, I saw it was a 2-room, 1-bed for almost 3,000 US. What is going on? And the thing is, right, it's just getting worse, and I'm seeing more apartments being built, more spaces being open for rent, and I'm just like, nobody's going to be able to afford these. Like, there were some apartments that I saw being built, and I saw a billboard for them. Some of them were going for like 1.something million USD, and they were like sold out before they were even on the market yet. They were pre-bought, and people are wondering who's buying these houses. Businesses are buying these apartments just so they can rent them out, right? And that's the issue with Jamaica. There's too many people renting spaces now. Let me tell you guys something. There is a game, right, that can be played where you build cities, and they just came out with a new version that is a lot more realistic, where you can like help with jobs and housing prices and stuff like that. and they had an AI play that game. And what happened was that eventually there was a housing market crisis because nobody could afford housing in the city. And do you know what the AI did? Got rid of landlords, and that fixed the problem. And people are going to come into my comment section and talk about, oh, but landlords are here to boost the economy and blah, blah, blah. Landlords do nothing but live off of your paycheck, right? There is no reason for landlords to exist. And let's live in a world where they do exist. There needs to be some restrictions on being able to charge certain amounts of rent. They can't just be out here charging these ridiculous prices just because they feel like it. Because at the end of the day, people need housing. The housing prices are too high. People are not getting paid enough in Jamaica. Electricity is ridiculous. Like, how are the Jamaican people meant to prosper? Not just live. How are the Jamaican people meant to be successful and live a happy life when this is happening? I personally don't really believe in landlords and don't want them to exist because they're terrible for the economy. But if you're gonna come in here with some uneducated talk about landlords, I really don't care. Come at me with some statistics before you open your mouth.
Hello guys, I hope you've just watched that full video. Let us start with the school system. The first concern is the education system. Many people are worried that some young students are being influenced by the wrong lifestyle. Instead of dreaming about becoming doctors, engineers, teachers, or business owners, some children are looking up to criminals and scammers. Some students copy the behavior and languages and even the attitude they see on social media or in their communities. This is worrying because children need positive role models. They should be encouraged to work hard, stay in school, and build successful careers. Parents, teachers, churches, communities, leaders, and the Ministry of Education all have an important role to play. Young people need guidance, support, and hope for a better future. Graduates cannot find jobs. Another major problem is unemployment among young graduates. Many students spend years studying, they earn diplomas and university degrees expecting to find good jobs. But after graduate, many discover that finding work is very difficult. Some companies ask for 3 to 5 years of experience even for entry-level position. This creates frustration. Young people begin asking themselves, how can I get experience if nobody gives me my first job? Because of this, many skilled Jamaica decide to move overseas where they believe they have a better chance to build a career. When educated people leave the country, Jamaica loses valuable talent and could help develop the nation. The high cost of housing is another issue causing concern. Many Jamaicans say buying a home has become almost impossible. Housing prices continue to rise while salaries do not increase at the same speed. Some properties are even priced in US dollars, making them even more expensive for local buyers. Many families work hard every day but still cannot afford a house of their own. Rent is also becoming more expensive. People believe that affordable housing should be available so hardworking citizens can have a safe place to live and raise their families. Farmers are struggling. Agriculture has always been an important part of Jamaica. Farmers work long hours growing tomatoes, peppers, onion, and many other crops. But many farmers face a painful problem. Sometimes they produce large amounts of food, but they cannot find enough buyers. The prices offered are so low and they cannot recover the money they spent on seeds, fertilizer, transportation, and labor. As a result, tons of fresh produce are wasted. This is heartbreaking because while food is being thrown away, many families are also struggling with the high cost of grocery. Many people believe Jamaica needs a stronger system to connect farmers with markets, supermarkets, schools, hotels, and exporters. Supporting local farmers would help strengthen the economy and improve food security. Young people are losing hope. When young people cannot find jobs, when farmers cannot sell their crops, when homes become too expensive, many people begin to lose hope. Some decide to leave Jamaica to search for opportunities in other countries. Others simply feels that the system is not working for them. This brain drain affects the country future because talent workers, professionals, and skilled graduates are leaving. Keeping young people motivated and creating opportunities at home should be a national priority. Many Jamaicans believe several changes could make a big difference. The education system can place more focus on career development and positive mentorship. Business can create more opportunities for graduates to gain experience. The government and private sector can work together to support farmers and improve market access. Affordable housing projects can help hardworking families own home. Investing in young people today means building a stronger Jamaica tomorrow. Conclusion is Jamaica has incredible potential. The country has hardworking people, talented youth, successful athletes, creative artists, and dedicated farmers. But this strength must be supported with better opportunities, fair policies, and long-term planning. If leaders, business, communities, and citizens work together, many of these challenges can be overcome. Every generation has the chance to build a better future. What do you think about this issue? Share your thoughts respectfully in the comment section below. Then I will reply your comments shortly. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you'll never miss another update of our videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.